And success story for Catholic education. Sister Suzanne Cook shares how Sacred Heart schools have a unique connection with the Summer Games in Rio. A global network of Catholic schools is well represented at the Olympics in Rio. A half-dozen athletes, including swimming superstar Katie Ledecky, were educated in the network of Sacred Heart schools. Sister Suzanne Cook joining us, a religious of the Sacred Heart. And Sister, how do you explain the incredible fact that so many Olympians are connected with the network of Sacred Heart schools?
I think it has everything to do with the mission of Sacred Heart education. Founded in 1800 by Madeleine Sophie Barra in France, the objective of Sacred Heart education, and I think this is true of Catholic education, is to engender a sense of values and a real conviction that there's a responsibility to use the talents God has given you and share them with the community. So in our case, the focus is on both the intellectual formation as well as the formation of one's personhood, one's character. And I think you can see that coming through loudly and clearly with the Olympians.
I'm sure you can, and because they're now in the spotlight, don't they have the opportunity to really witness to the faith?
They do, and haven't you noticed the grace with which they win? And, of course, and we're disappointed when they lose, but there's such an evenness, such a celebration of not themselves, but of all the people with whom they're competing and who have helped them get to where they are.
Now, your schools are a network of independent Catholic schools, right? Overseen by your order?
The mission as Catholic schools is ensured by the Society of the Sacred Heart. So yes, we oversee that. But being Catholic independent, each school has its own board of trustees. Because we're in 30 countries, there are 145 of our schools, the governance structures can vary from country to country, but the mission is the same.
I'm curious then, as the Summer Olympics started to take shape, how did you finally realize that you had 6 athletes and 3 others, some coaches involved that were alumni of your school?
Well, it was exciting. Katie and Leah had competed 4 years ago, and I remember at that time I was head of our school in Miami. There was a lot of excitement among the students, so social media really got it going. But this time, Halifax and California started talking about it, and we, through our network, started celebrating the United States and Canada network schools. And then Australia weighed in, Mexico weighed in, and before we knew it, we were all celebrating.
What are you going to do with all those medals? Just briefly, explain the role of Catholic education and why it is so critical to our society as a whole.
I think it's fundamental that our society needs people who are operating from a sense of their values at a level of conviction, not a group of people that allow the market to determine their values. And I think we're looking for young people as adults who can make decisions that are driven by these values. And Catholic education has done that for generations. Both of us know that as graduates, right?
That's right. I was raised by the sisters and just very grateful to you and all of our faithful sisters. Sister Suzanne Cook, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.